Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video, and in this video we are going to be continuing on with our HTML tutorial series, and in this tutorial we are going to be learning how to play audio in your HTML page. Now keep in mind that not all audio formats are supported by all browsers. So as we go into how to actually use the audio tag to play audio in your browser, I'm going to discuss with you how you can get around that and hopefully have a good experience for your users. So, to start with, in the body, we need an audio element. So type less than audio. Oh, my cursor is not in the body. There we go. So less than audio. And then if you want to have controls in your audio player, you need to have the controls attribute. If you want to, at any point, create your own audio player with your own buttons and your own functionality for those buttons and stuff via JavaScript, you just don't need to include the controls attribute, and you can implement those controls yourself. But we're going to use the controls attribute here, like that. So controls, and then close the audio tag. Now, inside the opening and closing tag for audio, like that. In here, this is where we define our source elements, and these source elements are what the browser uses to try to load the audio file. Now, you can have multiple source files that are of different formats. So if you have multiple of the same file, multiple of the same audio, but they're in different formats, you can assign one of those to an individual source element. And your browser will then go through the list of source elements and try to find the first one that is compatible with their implementation of the audio element and what audio files it supports. That is how you get around some browsers not supporting all audio file types. Now, the audio file type that we are going to be using in this tutorial is FLAC, FLAC. You can use MP3. I believe you can do MOV. I know you can in Safari, but we're not using Safari. I believe FLAC is supported by Edge, which is what we're using. Which is based on Chromium, so if it works in Edge, it should work in Chrome. Now, how do we actually use a source element? Well, you can do less than source, all spelled out. Then we give it an src attribute, and this source attribute is where we can reference our file. So in this case, it is title.flac. .flac, like that. And now we need to tell our browser in the source tag what type of file this is. Sure, we have .flac in the source, but it needs to be explicitly told what the type is. So have a type attribute, and we're going to set it equal to audio /FLAC. And we're going to close off that tag. Now, the final thing, you don't have to do this, but it's a good idea. We can include a bit of text that will show on the page if the user's browser does not support the audio element, doesn't support showing it. And we can say your browser does not support the HTML5 audio element, like that. Okay. So now, if we go into our browser and we reload, we can see now that we now have an element for playing audio. Okay. So you can see now, this is our little player. This is the player in Edge. If we go ahead and take a look at the different components of the audio player, you can see we have a play button that will toggle between play and pause. We have the elapsed time and the amount of time that the audio file is. In this case, it is a 9-second audio file. So that is one way we know that the browser is able to play it. Then we have our timeline scrubber. And then we have audio, and then we have some more controls. So if we go ahead and hit play, the audio will play. Granted, you won't be able to hear what the audio file I have was, but just to tell you, this audio file that I'm using is the main title jingle for the original Sonic the Hedgehog game from 1991. Now, of course, you can use whatever audio file you want. It can be a song of your choice. It can be a voice clip that you make yourself. It can be anything, really. But that is pretty much how we play audio in your browser using the HTML5 audio tag. Thank you all so very much for watching, and let me know in the comments if you want me to show you guys in a series of videos how to make your own audio player with HTML and JavaScript, because I will certainly do that if you guys want me to do that. Thank you all so very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.